right, Coach. Thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. You name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got you, boy.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 180. 55. Hey, watch the slant.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Zoo. 54. Mike, 54. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Hurry, hurry. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Ed's gonna... Hurry, hurry. Not.
Here's Mayfield. And that's complete to Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Hey, 180. 54. Mike, 54. Here we go, D.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
King. Six man. Check curl. Hey, Delta. No. Off.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First down, Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
King. You better bring it. Check three.
Now Mayfield. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Rip left.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. The toss play to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come on, now. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On 52. Look out.
Allen gonna throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
It's a gain of 32 yards. And the Panthers first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Mike, 50. Round 80. 53. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert, 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 alert. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, 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 hey. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this one to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
First down.
Set, the 20. Check, 55, Mike. Not today, you won't. Not today. Shit. Alert, 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 alert. Shit, watch the shit.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a this season. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check, 59. Get off the field.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, he'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go! Check 3, check 3.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's do this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mayfield looks to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I got it.
Here's Allen. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's third and short. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike, 53. Mike. I got one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a third and very long. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Seahawks 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over.
Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go, let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Mike, round 80! 53, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Allen now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
53, check 53. I got him. Look out. Let's go.
Now Allen.
53, 53.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
53 is the mic. Middle. Check. 53. Hey, exit. Check. 53.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returnable for Grant. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, D.
Hey, alert 33.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hurry.
Hey, watch that.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Watch it. Kill.
Run.
Kill. Check 31.
My touch.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Mike spot 4. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Coming again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield down. It's complete to Grant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check nickel.
Hey, Echo. Check right.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Mike
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cut.
Now a run with Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen is going to fire one deep over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Catch made, it's Moreau. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Run. Tighten up. Blue draw Corkers. Under crunch. Shift. Go.
Here's Mayfield. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Set. 180.
Right there in the middle. 55. 3 buzz.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Right there.
Regular.
54 Mike. 3 buzz.
Hey, what gun?
Mayfield on 1st down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now Prater to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Allen gonna throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's get it.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Wild Bill. Slam.
Here's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pistol.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, baby.
Kings.
Check.
What's that?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. Allen. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Pollard. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Pistol. General West.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
180.
I'm coming after you.
What's that?
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.